No, it's official. Your man, a jeweler, a real jeweler. Listen, a real jeweler is supposed to pull up on you and present your shit and walk out. Put the light on. I put that light on. You know what I mean? And that motherfucker nice, boy. I had to get a new Afro Man, bro. I had to get a new social debt pink. That shit stupid, dummy. Yeah, that shit solid. That motherfucker heavy too, goddamn. King Ice, man. You know what I'm saying? My man gonna pull up. I did the Soldier Boy. I hopped out the bed, goddamn, and then turned my swag on and said, "What's up?" Oh, I like this new clap. Oh, that's so easy. Yeah. So that's how you know when you got a nice piece. You know what I mean? These are lights that's gonna be hitting your shit. It hold a lot of significance. No different than, you know, even though Death Row is where I got to start from with Snoop, which definitely means something, but I didn't get a chance to really, I mean, I did records with Snoop and Kurupt, and some of those records leaked, because they were supposed to actually be on the Murder Was the Case soundtrack. So a lot of the songs like Dave, which is crazy because Dave was a song that Snoop actually recorded. Yeah. I don't even know if it was after the fact, but both of them got leaked on YouTube. Oh, that's crazy. And they heard my version of Dave with Kurupt doing my ad-libs, which Kurupt actually wrote that record for me. But if you go on YouTube, you type in Lil Bow Wow Dave, you type in Snoop Dogg Dave, me and Dogg is rapping the exact same record. Yeah. So it wasn't that I wasn't recording records on Death Row. I actually did like 3 records when I was young on Death Row. But none of them never got out.
What age were you?
I was like 6 or 7. And then went back home at 8. But the thing was, So Def was the birth of that. You know what I mean? Like, Death Row was kind of like with Dogg is where I kind of got my style and was polished and was ready to go. Right. But it was So Def and Jermaine, it was the people that stamped that and really rolled with me, because I didn't get a chance for, as much as I wanted Snoop to be the one to do it, it was the fact that Snoop's relationship with Jermaine was so dynamic because of Chris and Chris. You know, they would come out here and smoke with Snoop and kick it with Dogg, and that's how Jermaine and Snoop built their whole little thing. So Dogg just knew, like, I can't really give him the attention that he really needs. I'm dealing with my own mess on the label. I'm trying to get off myself, which prompted him to get on the phone with Jermaine and say, listen, I got this kid that's like, I already got him ready to go. All you got to do is just give him the music. As far as everything, you ain't got to teach him shit. Just make him some songs. But that's what So Def means to me. It was the actual launching pad for me to get on. And to get off. That's where the 3 Million Records was sold. That's where the legacy started for me. That's where all the highlights is, and, you know, still to this day. You know, it's going to always be So Def forever, because, you know, Jermaine is like my pops. So pops I never had. And that'll never stop. It's on my arm. I'm gonna always rep it. But
let me see that.
Yeah. I got my tattoo.
Oh yeah, that's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna always rep it.
That's crazy.
No matter what. I got my Death Row chain here too. But for me, it's like now. The reason why I hit you about this chain was 2 reasons. Number 1, I had misplaced the one that I actually took from Jermaine
back in the day.
Yeah, but this one is 10 times better, 10 times heavier. No offense, but it's the truth. I gotta say what it is. And on top of that, I've been a part of some legendary shit. And that's why I kind of wanted to go back and collect all my pieces. You know what I mean? It's like winning a ring on the Patriots, even though you didn't play. Like I rode the bench on Death Row. But I still got a ring. You know what I mean? I got a chance to be on Doggy Style. I did all the voices on Snoop first album. I got my plaque to that. So like I got 1 ring there. I want multiple rings. You know, on So Def, and it's like now I started my own brand with the whole BW, my logo. So I'm definitely gonna be contacting you like, yo, I need another chain. I need my logo made. So now it's all about me branding myself. But in order for Bow Wow to spin off and brand myself, it all started here. And one thing I was raised on is never forget, you know, where you come from, and never bite the hand that feeds you. And I wouldn't be able to start my own brand or even get into doing those things if it wasn't for JD, and if it wasn't for me being signed to So Def. So you know, we just celebrated the 25 years last year. This year marks 26, but who celebrates at 26? So you know, another 30, 40 maybe. But like I said, it's gonna always be So Def. Even with Dogg, like he got Doggy Style records, all the different offsprings he has, but you still see, like, for some reason this album he knows
that's the one.
It was Death Row was the launching pad, and you know, now he reached that point in his career where he can go back, rock the chain now, rock it with pride, and You know, and now he wears it with a lot of positivity and knowing that it's a lot of legacy and it's a lot of history that comes with that shit. And y'all kind of started something because there's a lot of cats that's like wanting that chain.
That rope piece.
But to me, it's like I never can wear a piece of jewelry if I wasn't a part of it. Like as ill as the Rockefeller chain is, it's so legendary. So I kind of just like I want one so bad. But what do I look like wearing it? You know what I mean? I never was affiliated. I wasn't assigned to it. And, you know, a lot of people, funny story before you leave me, I don't know if you saw the video that went viral with me, T.I. and Nelly.
Yeah.
On the tour bus.
Okay. I didn't see that.
Alright, well, it went super viral and the media put their own little spin on what that conversation was about. The conversation was nothing, it had nothing to do with what the media said it was about. It was about the fucking death row chain.
Oh, that's crazy. That
you made. I wore it to the concert. And Nelly was like, I want one. And I was like, why do you want one? Like, you have no affiliation. Like, why? And Nelly's whole thing was because I'm hip hop. I love hip hop, and I want to, you know, like I was bumping Tupac. I was bumping that shit like from a fan's perspective, just somebody who was just loving the music. So to everybody that thought that me and T.I. and Nelly's whole little, you know, conversation was about something, so it's his fault. It was King Ice in them. It's all stemmed from my death row chain.
The ill part about it is, you know, even what we represent as a company and as a business is to be able to give the fans a piece of that history where, you know, they can be a part of what's been a part of their life the whole time. You know what I mean? And that's like our entire purpose in everything that we do, which is ill because now, you know, in doing the So Deaf piece for you, you're the person that made some of those moments that inspired the things that we're doing. You know what I mean? So to be able to bring it back full circle, because I was talking about earlier, like, yo, I remember being in 6th grade watching Like Mike, like, yo, I want those shoes, I want that jersey, I want to be Calvin, you know what I mean? As a 6th grade, so to see like the full circle of like, okay, this is the person that has been inspiring our culture and movements from the start. You know, 1993, you on stage with Death Row. And be able to bring that back full circle and give you something back and say, like, yo, here's something from us, what you inspired. You know what I mean? So that's kind of ill.
I appreciate it. I wear my Death Row chain almost every day. Like almost every, that's like my favorite piece. I got so many pieces. Like I'm just now starting to really get back into the whole jewelry thing. You know? I don't know like what bit me. I think what it was watching all these new young cats. And I used to always be icy. And I'm like, you know, as you get older, you kind of calm it down. You start venturing off in different things. Like I'm producing television shows now, and, you know, movies and all that type of shit. Where you know you don't really need all this shit in Hollywood. You know what I mean? It's like whatever. But I still had that rapper side of me that'll never die. You know, and you know people don't understand the significance when it comes to jewelry and an MC or just an artist. Period. Like you know your jewelry is everything. You look at Kumo D, Big Daddy Kane, the gold ropes. Like it was a part of fashion. The jewelry was. So I don't know what made me be like. And I don't want to say because you hear, I think it was like when I saw Snoop post his Death Row piece, I was like, yo, why don't I have one? I always wanted one. Like, they gave me the dog paw when I was on Death Row. They kind of put me with the dog pound low key, like with Kurupt, Daz and everybody. And I was just kind of like, man, I wanted the weed leaf. I understood why I couldn't get that. Dog first chain was the weed leaf before he had anything else. And then, but when I saw him recently like post it, and I'm like, and then he tagged y'all. That's when I had DM'd y'all, and I was like, you know, hold up. I need one. Like, fuck all that. Like, I gotta have me one. Like, I'm old enough now. I've done it regardless of what anybody says. Because, you know, you got the trollers out there that's like, I don't remember he was on, but for me, it's written in stone. Like, that's what it was. Like, it's documented. You got interviews with Suge is talking to Arsenio Hall, and he's like, you know, when Arsenio Hall brought his show back, right before Suge got locked up, and he was on the couch doing the interview, and he told Arsenio, you know, Arsenio was like, yo, I remember you coming back to the whole show back in the day on the lot, and you brought a little kid with you. The kid's name was, and Suge said, Bow Wow. You know, the crowd started going crazy. He was like, he said, I brought him to you, but you made him a star. It was that night on Arsenio Hall that did that. And a lot of people don't know, I wasn't even supposed to perform. Suge didn't want me to be seen. Like, I was like the little secret under the rug, but you know, my mom and them just pushed me like, you know, on some fuck that. Like, it's either go now or we never gonna go. You know, it was a gutsy, ballsy move, but we had to do it.
You got the longest running career in hip hop ever.
Yeah, I got like 5 lives. It's like I'm only 32, and I got like so much to do and so much to, you know, I got a lot that I still want to accomplish. You know, I feel like I'm only now in like my second phase of my career. Yeah. You know, I have so many more things. I just got done doing a movie. I just got back from London. I can't really announce it, but it's a big one, and I can't wait for that news to drop. And then
don't worry, we'll put it out.
Oh yeah. Then I got the EP and also started a movie that we shot last year that already aired on TV1. That I did my first executive producing, you know, thing on that film. So for me, it's just I'm just now starting. It's called In Broad Daylight. So you know, for me now, I'm just at a point in my career where it's all about expanding and branding. It's all about how can I make it bigger? How can I sustain another 25 years in the game? You know, next September will mark my 20th. Will be 20 years since my first album dropped.
Wow.
You know, so next year I'm going big with
2020.
Exactly. So I'm playing my whole theme next year is all about the 20, the number 20.
Yeah.
So for me, it's all about how can I continue to grow? How can I continue to still put my foot and put my print in the game? You know what I mean? Like I watch comments every time I throw like an old throwback video up on my page on my Instagram. It's like, oh, you're the GOAT. Oh, you baby GOAT. You're the GOAT. And it's like I appreciate that, but I have so much more to give to the world that I haven't, you know, that I haven't gave yet.
It's so easy to forget how young you were when you started because it's like, oh yeah, he's been doing this, okay, whatever. But it's like nobody starts a career at 5 years old.
There's only been one person I can name, and that might be Michael Jackson. You know, he started as a kid.
Yeah.
You know, you look at other artists, they might have started, you know, as successful as Drake is. Drake started in his 20s.
Right.
You know.
And people think he has a long run. Or is having a long run.
And he is, most definitely. Then you have Chris. Chris started at 15, 16. Yeah. Where, you know, I was, you know, me and Michael Jackson, I can probably only say, were the ones that started super young like that. My first album came out when I was 13. I was triple platinum at 13. Yeah. You know, so, and for me to stay here and be 32 years old and to still be current, to still be getting work, to still be creating stuff, that shit is tough. You know what I mean? People don't understand how hard that is to withstand time, man. I've been watching hip hop change in front of me right before my eyes. Right. You know, sometimes I'm like, do I want to do it? I can do it, but it's like, let somebody else burn. I kind of want to go over here and get this money that's untouched over here. I'm gonna be Bow Wow forever, so there's nothing. I can never run from that. Can never not go outside. People not gonna want a picture or recognize me, or I can't go here and shut shit down. You know, because the work has been done. Yeah. You know what I mean? So it's all about creating the next level. I'm not trying to compete with what I did or challenge myself to do the things that I did in my past. I'm trying to start all over fresh. Like, you know, it's like a book. My career's like a book. That was chapter 2. Yeah. You know, you don't go back to reading chapter 2. Yeah. That was a great fucking chapter. Now I have to hope that the rest of this book is fucking incredible. Yeah. And that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to make sure that the rest of my book is incredible before I close it. So, yeah.
What about, y'all just did the So Def tours last year, right?
Yeah, we were supposed to do the tour. Jermaine scaled it down, and he just basically wanted to do like a one-off thing, which was kind of dope in a way. I was looking forward to actually going on the road, but for me, I'm such a brat that I like to have my own thing, so it's kind of hard for me to work with like everybody on the label because my head and my ideas are so big and broad. You know what I mean? I can't help it because I've been doing arenas, I've been headlining tours since I was 13 years old, so it's kind of hard for me to like, I gotta just do 30 minutes because there's a whole bunch of us. So I was actually excited that Jermaine just made it for the city of Atlanta, which is our city, which was the birthplace. Oh my God, it was crazy. I'm talking like about 14,000 people in the State Farm Arena where the Hawks played. We had a chance to open it up. Arena wasn't even done yet. They remodeled the whole arena. We was the first thing to go in there before the Hawks played. Before anybody got in there, we was the ones to open up the arena. So that was big for the city. A lot of people came out. Luda. I brought out some special guests as well. Marion, just to touch bases on that Scream Tour thing, and just my legacy on his own. Brat came out and killed it. The whole label was there. Like everybody who had some type of affiliation with us or who had records with us were definitely there, and it made it a magical night. It was dope. I wish I had this chain actually. Yeah, then last year. Yeah, it was last year, right? Yeah, I wish I had it. Yeah. Jermaine's gonna see this shit and be like, I need me one.
You still got two. You got 2 anniversaries because your second album came out 2001.
Yeah, like 02. Right after I did Like Mike was when I dropped Doggy Bag.
Yeah.
So, but you know, there's nothing like the first. You know, there's nothing like I seen. Like I was telling my manager, like, yo, dog, I gotta. You know, it's funny. I was like, yo, 20 years. I'm going on tour in February. You know, doing another arena tour in February, and I'm like, okay, look, come September, I kind of want to do my 20-year anniversary of the Beware of Dog album, where, you know, I want to do it in its whole entirety. I want to rap the whole entire album. I don't want to do Like You. I'm not gonna do Out of My System. I'm not gonna do none of that. So this is gonna be for like the first round of Bow Wow fans. You know, it's gonna be funny because I'm even have the fans that will be attending the. Like, if they were to attend it, it'll be the fans that probably outgrew me. That's like, you know what, shit, if he's doing this, I gotta go back just to relive that moment. You know what I mean? So for me, it's time for me to just start highlighting keys of my career because, you know, now that I look back, I'm like, damn, I'm 32, I'm still young, but it's like I've accomplished so much, and there's just so much for me to go back and do. Yeah. And I saw Dog say something that was interesting. It's like, you know, we don't get a chance to really see the work because we're doing it. We don't know how it affects people. Like, by you telling me, like, yo, I grew up on Like Mike, it's like, that's crazy because I shot the movie, and it's like,
yeah, we're not that far apart.
Yeah, I'm like, they were just shoes. Like, but when I go around the world, it's like, yo, those fucking Magic shoes. It's like that movie, like, you know, my childhood. It's like that I'm watching like on blogs and stuff. They're like the top 5 basketballs of all time. I'm like, yo, how am I on this list with like Space Jam? And like it wears me out. Like I don't get a chance to see it because to me, in heart, I'm still just this regular dude. But to the world, I'm, you know, I'm Bow, and it's weird. Still, it's weird. I'm used to it, but it's still like I'm that big. Like I would really walk across the street and get a coffee and like walk back. Like it's just it's crazy.
Nah, that's a fact. Cause I think you never forget those nostalgic moments. You know what I'm saying? Like it's certain things that you probably grew up watching where you like, nah, that's still such and such.
Like I was with Jamie Foxx and he was just last week. You know, we was partying and just talking to each other, and he was telling me like, yo, it was that scene when the lottery ticket were on that roof with Brandon T. Jackson, and he was like, that's when I'd like to say, yo, this fucking kid is like, you don't need to rap, like you need to fucking act. Like what the fuck are you doing? You got it. And I'm like, that's crazy hearing that come from you. I'm like, motherfucker, you have an Oscar. Like you worked with Leonardo DiCaprio, you worked with Al Pacino, you worked with what the the fuck are you talking about? My rooftop scene, but. Once again, I understood because it's him doing the work. He probably doesn't see it. It's like and I think that's great for celebrities because it keeps us humble. The fact that we don't know, but then you have some that do recognize it. I recognize my power. Don't get it fucked up, but I don't really like to stretch it or use it or nothing like that. You know what I mean? I think that's how you sustain a long, everlasting career is just by working, having fun, and just taking whatever comes with it and keeping it moving.
Let your daughter hear your old music?
Oh yeah, she's YouTube junkie. She loves Like You. She loves everything. She's more into my movies though. Like the music, she loves that, but she loves laughing at me on the TV. She's more into that whole thing, like the movies and like that. We can do like the movie I had to just go do. I'm like, I gotta do this movie. She's like, well, I'm not that interested because that sounds like more like a man movie. So she wants me to do like a kid movie. She's like, Dad, I want you to do like a kid movie. Or I want you to do, you know, I'm like, well, I did that. Go look at Like She loves that movie, by the way. So. But I got a lot of shit cooking, a lot of things coming up. I'm excited. Like I'm already in 2020 already. You know, I'm kind of 2019 is pretty much over at this point. This is the 4th quarter, so now we're just gearing up for next year, and next year is gonna be major. So I'm quiet, but I'm working, and I think that's the best thing for me to do right now is just to put my foot on people's necks, but do it from a quiet perspective. To hustle quiet, not announce nothing until. It hits them harder. The impact is much stronger.
For sure.
Yes, but
I
appreciate you, dog. Thank you for stopping by, man. Dropping off my new gift. Christmas came early, man, to Beverly Hills. I appreciate it, man. Shout out to King Ice, the whole entire staff, the whole entire family. I appreciate it. And this is just piece number 2. We're gonna really get wicked. You know what I mean? So. Like I said, we got way more jewelry to make.
Money next.
Oh yeah. We're gonna do my logo next. I'm gonna send you that, and we're gonna get cooking on that ASAP. But I'm gonna need like 10 of the next pieces, so it might take us a little time. But this should definitely
we can get straight to it. We got one for JD too.
Oh yeah, all right. I'm gonna tell him. I'm gonna FaceTime him. I'm gonna tell him. Yeah. He definitely gonna love this. I think he was working. He ain't picked the phone. I tried to FaceTime him, but nah, this motherfucker popping. I put that light on it. This is a whole nother situation. It's like Roy G. Biv. You don't know what that means? It's the color of the rainbow, man. You see every color coming out this piece, man. Yeah. Red, yellow, blue, green, however you want it. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is it. You need some ice, you need to get your shit right. You better holler at him.
Yeah.
For sure. He don't bring it. He ain't gonna just bring it to everybody. He don't just pull up. It's a good little hour, 45-minute drive. So you gotta be one of them ones. So you know I'm going big on social for this. Dog. So he ain't gotta worry about that. You know I'm going crazy, but I appreciate you, fam.
For sure.
Absolutely. And we out. Bang.